If I could go back in time and tell my past self to not buy it, I just wouldn't. Hello, hi, it's been a while, but welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa Lyanne. In today's video, I'm going to be de-influencing you, but before anything else, look at my outfit. It's so cute. Anyway, today we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be de-influencing you, the opposite of influencing. This video is kind of like an anti-haul of things that you probably shouldn't buy because I don't buy them anymore. So as you've read in the title, today I'm going to be talking about clothes I don't buy anymore. I took a look at my wardrobe recently and there are a lot of things where I'm like, okay, I literally bought this like last year, but I would never buy this today. Like, I'm just in a different headspace. Maybe it's just me rebranding every couple of weeks, but today I'm going to be talking about things I no longer buy. #savings. As per usual, I have a whole list and let's start this de-influencing anti-haul type video. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is super oversized pieces. I still love a good relaxed fit piece, especially like a jacket or like anything to layer with. I feel like a slightly relaxed fit just looks better than a super duper fitted tailored vibe. It just makes everything look a little cooler. I feel like I really stopped buying super duper oversized things that like drown me out and make me just look like a hanger. I used to really like really oversized sweatshirts. Like, I was size small and I would buy a men's large or an XL because I thought that, like, you know, the baggy vibe was just a vibe. But recently, whenever I try to look for a sweatshirt or like a jacket to wear to school or like just anywhere, I find myself hating the vibe of that super duper oversized big hoodie. I feel like I've come to realize it just kind of looks a little lousy. So overall, I've just stopped buying super oversized shirts, super oversized sweatshirts, just anything super oversized. There's just a really fine line between something that's a really cool oversized fit and something that just is way too oversized. And I feel like I've been trying to find that balance recently. If I could go back in time and tell my past self to not buy it, I just wouldn't. The next thing I want to talk about is another personal preference, and I find that like nowadays I never buy warm tones or bright colors. It's kind of like fall winter season right now, so a lot of things I've been wearing have been really neutral, so I might come to eat my words when summer comes again. But let's start with talking about like warm tones. You know, the whole color analysis thing on TikTok where people would like hold up a piece of cloth to their face and like see what color fits them best. I've never done that, but just judging myself by the clothes I tend to wear, I think that I'm pretty cool tone. I barely wear the things in my closet that are more on the warm tone side. For example, this jacket right here is one of my favorites. It's one of the comfiest jackets I own in my closet, but I find that even if I love it, I just don't gravitate to it as much as my blacks or my cool tones or like my creams because it leans on the more warm toned side of brown. Bright colors and stuff, I love me a good neutral moment, and even if they're like honestly really good pieces, I feel like I don't wear the bright colored pieces in my wardrobe as much as the neutral ones. Exhibit A and B, I have these skirts and they're in these really bright colors, and even if I'm a really big long skirt girly, I barely wear these. I've never worn the green one, honestly. The cost per wear for anything bright colored in my wardrobe is just way too high, and I find that I just keep wearing the boring neutral stuff. Next thing is one of my biggest regrets in this video. It's something I'm really passionate about, and it's just never buying anything above retail price. I understand the sentiment of things going above retail price, especially for like things that are like rare or things that are like, oh, there's only 10 produced in the world, so like they're gonna be hella expensive. I get the collector's sentiment of it all. Personally, I don't think I'll ever buy anything clothing related that's above retail price ever again. Let's talk about these shoes. These are the Dunk High Aluminums. I like them and I get a lot of compliments on them. I don't think I have a pair of sneakers that I've ever gotten more compliments on than these. The main reason why I regret getting these is because I bought them at such a stupid price. I believe these retail for like 5,000 or 6,000 pesos, and I got them in the peak of their popularity, granted, at like 11,000 pesos for these. Like, that was unnecessarily expensive. Honestly, I took the L on these. I got these in 2021, so they were at peak popularity, and now I kind of regret them because I've woken up and I've realized that I've gotten a 6,000 peso pair of sneakers for like twice the price. Dunks aren't the only things to be like this. I'll give you a few examples. Number one, the Sandy Liang Bagu collab. People are reselling it for absurd prices. And like a Filipino example, Halo Halo bags. The resale market is insane. Like, the false sense of scarcity is insane. Unless it's something that will increase in value, like jewelry, watches, bags. I'm never buying anything above retail again. Never. The next thing is kind of a me problem, but I don't buy hats and sunglasses anymore. I mean, I do buy them like occasionally when I have the perfect fit for them. but I feel like I own a stupid amount of hats and sunglasses for someone that doesn't really wear hats or sunglasses. I have this whole crate of sunglasses and I never even wear them on my eyes. The most I would wear them as is like as a headband, but I don't think that this was necessary, you know? I don't like wearing hats either. I feel like my forehead just gets really oily when I wear a hat. As a fashion girly, I feel like there was really a point in time where I thought that since I'm a fashion girly, I need to have all of these accessories. I need to have all of these hats and all of these sunglasses ready to go for any outfit, because like my closet has to be complete. The notion of having like a complete closet just for it to be complete, I think right now is stupid. I'm really the only person using my closet, so I should just buy things that I would actually use as opposed to having like the illusion of having like a complete closet. In short, in summary, quality over quantity. The next thing, I really have a bone to pick with it and it's just not for me, and it's cheap satin. Saving money on satin, silk type clothes, they're okay. And I don't mean to say it in like an elitist way where I'm like, don't buy cheap satin, that's ugly. It's just that sometimes you really do get what you pay for and it really shows in satin. For clothes like this, where it's like an elastic fabric, the quality doesn't show as much as with satin. With satin, there's this particular type of satin, specifically at Zara, honestly, that like snags really easily, that if you kind of like put your hand through it, you'll make permanent damage on the fabric. I'll just insert pictures of what like the snagged fabric looks like, and once you snag the fabric, it's done for. You can't really do anything about it and everyone's gonna know that your shirt was cheap. I'm all for buying really cheap, affordable clothes, but I try to make sure they look like they were worth more than I paid for. Okay, the next thing is something I had to learn through the years. I'll never buy super oddly specific prints anymore. Right now, what comes to mind is those gilets or like those vests, specifically the ones from Zara, Shopee, those vests with a super specific quilting design. I feel like they were meant to mimic a vintagey looking vest because they've been so mass produced. They just turn into that oddly specific type of print where you're like, oh, I know where she got that. She got that from Shopee. It was from this store. It was 500 something pesos. Like, I just don't like when people know exactly where you got your clothes from. It's a me thing. It's my hyper individualism. And by oddly specific prints, I really don't mean anything like polka dots, florals, stripes, even gingham. I don't mean those like prints where they're like kind of generic and every single brand has them. I mean like super specific, like swirly prints, like the House of Sunny print. I've been using this example for like 3 years now, but it just makes sense. Personally, I prefer looking for something that has a personal touch to it and a personal meaning to it rather than something that everyone has. And the next thing is a little bit hard to explain as well without sounding elitist, but I mean it in the best way possible. But I've stopped buying super cheap looking bags. I still buy the occasional, you know, fast fashion bag here and there. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I don't think there's anything wrong with buying bags that don't have like a designer name to it. But I feel like I used to be the type of person where like I don't want to repeat bags. Like I want to have like a different bag every day because like, you know, I'm Barbie. But I've realized that bags are one of those things that are meant to be repeated, and I would much rather have one good bag that I wear with all of my outfits rather than like 3 slightly mediocre bags that could be like slightly better. I feel like out of everything in your outfit, the hardest thing to like fake and get a cheap version of is like a bag, because I feel like a bag just makes or breaks the outfit overall, even more than shoes, because I feel like you can get away with buying mid-range shoes and you'll be fine, but like with bags, you've got to invest in them, and they don't have to be expensive. They just have to look like they're high quality, they're good designs that'll hold up through time. Overall, we're ditching the cheap looking bags, okay? The next thing is a personal preference, but knit dresses are just not for me. I really wanted to look like Kim Kardashian in her Skims dress, but it just doesn't give for me. The fabric falls in my body in the worst way possible, highlighting everything bad. I used to own a knit dress and I can't show it to you anymore because I sold it. I tried so hard to style it with like jackets and like everything like that to just make it look good, but overall knit dresses are just not for me. And like, why am I mentioning this? It's all just to say that you just don't have to force things on yourself. There's just some things that aren't gonna be for you. I've just grown to realize that not everything was made to look good on me, and that's fine. Okay, last but not the least, I think we're gonna end on a very agreeable note. But I will never buy standing jeans ever again. For the longest time, I didn't buy new pairs of denim pants because I've been traumatized by standing jeans where like while I'm standing up, they look really good. They look really flattering. But when I sit down, everything for some reason just goes to crap. I don't know why. I don't know how they're engineered to be so bad. But like standing jeans are just a no for me. If you've come here expecting me to explain why or how they fit so badly, I don't know either. But standing jeans are just a no-go. Right now, I'm just in the era of my life where I'm just gonna buy jeans that I can sit in comfortably and eat in comfortably. Even if they don't look the most snatched while I'm standing up, at least I can sit down in them. I'm not a comfort over style type of girl. I always prioritize style, but it just reaches a certain point where I'm like, okay, this is way too uncomfortable. It's kind of stupid if I keep buying jeans that just look good while I stand up. And that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were de-influenced by me today. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on my post notifications for when I post once every light year. Follow me on Instagram at Alyssa Lyanne and on TikTok at Lisa's Vids because I post way more on there. Again, thank you so much for watching till the end. I appreciate it. Bye!